All right, my friends, like I said, this week's theme is fact families. Raise your hand if you have a family. Yeah, I like some of you raised your hand. Some of you went to click the button. But yes, we all have a family. And just like our family is people, or, maybe even a dog or a cat or a chinchilla, maybe a fish or two, these numbers are also in a family. And what I mean by that is when you take these three numbers, no matter which way you put them, they all get the same answers of each other. So let's say 1, 2, and 3. If 1, 2, and 3 were the numbers in our fact family, that means no other number would be part of it. And you're using them kind of like a puzzle piece. You're switching them around with addition and subtraction to get your answer. If I had 1, 2, and 3, what is a math fact I could do using all three of these numbers? So it's not 1 plus 2 plus 3. One of these numbers is going to be the answer. Go ahead, Malvina, you can unmute yourself. I like that you tried using the sticker.
1 plus 2 equals 3.
So, Malvina, I loved that. Do you see how she used all three numbers? She had 1 plus 2 equals 2, 3. All three numbers were used in the family. So in our fact family, she said 1 plus 2 equals, there's only one number left. We've used this one, we've used that one. Now all we have is 3. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Then you now know that all three of these numbers, we need them to make our number problem come true. What's another way you could make an addition? It's fact families are only with addition and subtraction here. So using only these three numbers, it's like a puzzle. What's another addition fact you could make? Hint, there's only one more. Ruthron, go ahead and unmute yourself. Oh, I love that you're all pressing the button. That's amazing. Ruthron, do you know how to unmute yourself? Go ahead.
2 plus 1 equals 3.
Let's see. 2 plus 1. Oh, equals 3, he said. Ruthron, do you know what you just did? You just did something very special. He took what Malvina did and flip-flopped it. Who remembers me ever saying flip-flop? Yes, Martha immediately threw his hand up. My friends, you have been feeding monsters with your math facts, right? That was a joke we used to have. You would feed them with your math facts. And one very important thing that you all learn to do is flip-flop, because that would give you 2 number problems for the price of 1 fact family. A fact family is just flipping 2 numbers. So if we had a 1, 2, and 3 here, we have 2, 1, and 3. Does 1 plus 2 equal 3? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yeah, it does. But does 2 plus 1 equal 3? Yes, and that's because even though you flipped the order around, it's still the same number. It's still the same answer. It's still the same family members, because think about it. If we had your family right now go outside and I said, stand up against the wall, we're going to take a picture of your family. Does it matter where you stand? No matter what, your family is going to still be your family, even if, Yena's on the left and Logan's on the right. Even if Natalie's in the front and Allison's in the back. It's still your same family. You're just flipping the order around without changing anything. If maybe you had you know, a stepbrother or stepsister, which I know some of you do, that would be like adding a new number into your fact family. So if you ever get confused about a fact family, think about the people in your family, in your house, or wherever you live. Uh-oh. Did anyone notice? We only had 2 chances to do an addition problem. And now I see this. Subtraction! Dun dun dun! Who would like to try coming up with the subtraction problem to start us off? I saw Howdy go ahead. Howdy, you can raise your hand. You can unmute yourself. Thank you, all my friends who are trying out the button.
3 minus 1 equals 2.
So, Howdy, I'm going to talk about it in a second, but why did you start with 3 this time and not 1 or 2?
Because if I start with 1, it would be like it will go like in behind number 0, like minus 2.
Oh, do you know what those numbers are called? Those are called negative numbers. Any number below 0. So that's kind of like if you had $1 and I say, Howdy, give me $2. And you're like, oh, Miss Remitz, I can only give you $1, but I'll give you 1 more another time. That's now saying, he has minus $1. Even if he got $1, he'd have to give it to me because he owes me. So that's a negative number. Howdy just unlocked, and all of you who are raising your hands that were going to say the same thing as him, you just unlocked the magic word, I'll say, the magic answer for a fact family. Can anyone see this? Thumbs up if you can see this. Some of you can see it. Okay, for those of you who can't see this, it says greatest. Greatest means highest. So, Howdy found the greatest number. The greatest number in a fact family is the biggest number. So it must be 3, because 3 comes the latest on the number line. Whenever you're doing a fact family, and everyone, I want you to put your hands on your head, and you're going to suck in all the knowledge I'm telling you so that you can do your homework perfect today. Ready? The greatest number always goes first in subtraction, and the greatest number, hey, some of you took your hands off your head. I'm watching you. Suck in the, hey, Ryan. So the greatest number is the biggest number. It goes at the beginning for subtraction, and it's the answer for addition. So show me with your fingers, your beautiful fingers, what number needs to go here to start my next subtraction problem. You don't need to raise your hand. You just need to show me with your fingers. So we did 3 minus 1 equals 2. We have 1 more subtraction problem. What number needs to start us off here? It's the greatest number. Let's see here. How about Ryan? Let's see if you remember, even though you took your hands off your head. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Can you do it, Ryan, or no? It's okay if you can't. There he is.
3.
Yeah, Ryan, why should I write 3 here?
Because it's the biggest number.
Right. So he could have said, oh, because Howdy did it, but he said the real math answer. It's because it's the biggest number, and he knew it was subtraction. So Ryan, before you mute yourself, can you finish the problem for me?
Minus 2 equals 1.
And why didn't you do minus 1 equals 2?
Then it would be the same one, and we're trying to find, and it doesn't matter which order because you will never break up from your family.
Right. So the order doesn't matter as long as the greatest number was at the start. But Ryan said, well, then it would be the same thing. And with fact families, we are trying to flip-flop, flip-flop. So today, you are going to get to flip-flop using your fact family packet. So you're going to be heading out in a second, but just make sure that you know the greatest number is at the start of subtraction. Watch what I'm doing because you're going to do this tomorrow when we have our lesson again. Greatest number starts at the front for subtraction. The greatest number is the answer for addition. So let's all try this together. The greatest number is at the start for subtraction. Awesome job. I see Yana doing, Julian's doing. The greatest number is the answer for, let's see if you can do it, addition. Awesome job. That's one way for you to remember it because you're now going to use your packet and do the first 4, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. I know, it's crazy, but trust me, it'll be okay. The first one you get to color. I'm going to switch over to my other camera so that you can see my paper, okay? So give me 1 second. Everyone go ahead if you want. You can get out your paper to make sure that you're on the same page as me. I'm going to pull out my camera. Everyone's going to see my beautiful rainbow that I worked really hard on. Though, hint, I did this up before. That's why I'm so good at it. Awesome job, Kenzie. She got hers out. I hope you can see my screen. Thumbs up if you can see. Whoa, this is dirty. Thumbs up if you can see my rainbow. If you have a thumbs down, that's okay. Thumbs up if you can see my rainbow. There it is. Let me see. Thank you. Okay, so I'm sure you're all in love with my rainbow. Yes, I know. If you don't have all the coloring, that's okay. Today I'm going for a green, yellow, and purple theme. This is the first part of your fact family. I thought, you know, hey, we didn't get to celebrate the start of spring. We didn't get to celebrate St. Patrick's Day together. So let's do the magic of math. You are going to pick 3 numbers. You can see just like what we did on my board over there, I have 1, 2, and 3. That's my family. So you don't have to write this, but I wrote family, my family. It's these 3 numbers. So if you're filling this out, should you be using 1, 2, and 3 or 1, 2, and 20? You know, make sure you're not throwing any random numbers in there. So your numbers are going to be written in all 4 of these facts. You're going to have to write them in here, and then you get to color it. I already went ahead and picked 6, 3, and 9. Now, I can't see you right now, but I want you to think to yourself, what is the greatest number? Greatest means biggest. What is the greatest number for, you know, my hundreds facts, or whoa, excuse me, fact family. Miss Remitz, you went backwards in time. If you want, let's see. You know what? I do want to ask that. Go ahead, Dario. Can you unmute yourself and tell me what is the greatest number in my fact family?
9.
9. Why did you say 9?
Because it was your greatest number.
What's the lowest number?
3.
Ooh, what's the middle number?
6.
Oh, geez. I tried to trick you by putting 6, 3, and then 9.
And Mr. Emmett, I can't
Yeah.
see your rainbow.
You can't see my rainbow.
The rainbow that you drew. I can't see it.
Oh, I took it away. It's right here.
I still can't see it.
My friends, thumbs up if you can see my rainbow. Oh, I just took it down, but if you could see it a second ago. Okay. So, Dario, make sure you unclick my face. Because if if you did click my face, then
I clicked your face, but I only see a picture.
Of me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want you to click my presentation now.
You what?
Click the people icon at the top.
People? The one with the 20?
Totally.
Pressed it.
Do you see my face and then there's a gray screen below it?
Yeah.
Click on that gray screen.
She's trying to do what?
How's that for you? Hello.
Now I can see the kids.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm looking at. Can you see my rainbow?
Yes.
Yahoo! So you knew the answer even without seeing my rainbow? That's impressive, buddy. All right, my friends. So thank you to Dario. He told me that the greatest number is 9. If you ever need to know that, you can circle it. If you don't want to ruin your picture, that's okay. I'm circling my greatest number because that means more to me than, a pretty picture. I want you to show me with your plus sign or your minus sign, where should the greatest number be the answer to my fact family? The answer to my fact family, which means it'll be on this side. I'm going to back away. You can show me here with your fingers. Anyone doing it yet? Let's see here. Oh, thank you, Malvina. Malvina went ahead to tell me that the greatest number goes on this side for addition. So Malvina, thank you. We're going to write 9 here. When you do your fact family, pick your 3 numbers as long as they actually create math facts together. You can't do 1 plus 10 equals 25. You have to pick the 3 numbers that equal each other. One way you could do that is picking 2 numbers like 1 and 2 and seeing what they equal. So if I know that the greatest number goes at the end, or it's the answer for addition, I know that it's at the start for subtraction. So you can see here, and I'll use a Sharpie. If you have a Sharpie, you have to get parents' permission. You have to be a professional now at it, like Steven's how-to video said. But it'll pop up through the coloring like I did here. I used a Sharpie here. But you now need to use your numbers 6 and 3, or whatever numbers you're using, to make your math problems true, to make your fact family puzzle finished. So let's see. I'm going to call on, how about, Kenzie. Kenzie, can you unmute yourself and tell me what math problem I should start with? I'll give you a chance to do that. You guys can all see what I see while I do this. Dario, go ahead and mute yourself, bud. Kenzie!
I'm unmuted.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Kenzie. Where'd she go?
Take away.
You have 2 options. Which one do you want to take away?
6.
Okay, so 9 take away 6. Let's make sure that that equals 3, because 3 is our only number left. So you can do it with me, Kenzie, but I'll have 9 fingers up, and I'm going to take away 6. 5, 6. Oh, everyone go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3. Did it equal 3, Kenzie?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kenzie, so that means my answer is 3 because I started with 9. Now, Kenzie, this is a very important first grade question. If you get this, you have completed your mission for the day. So good luck, detective. What is the flip-flop of 9 minus 6 equals 3?
9 minus 3 equals 6.
Kenzie, you got it! Congratulations! You've completed your mission. 9 minus 3 equals 6. If you all zoom in here, you'll see that she just flipped the two numbers. She had the biggest number, 9, took away a biggish number, 6, and got 3. Then she knew that because her fact family was only these 3 numbers, the flip-flop must be 9 minus 3 equals 6. Be careful. Just like Adi said, if you do 3 minus 9 equals 6, that wouldn't make sense. Your greatest number has to be at the start for subtraction and at the end, or the answer, for addition. Boop. Thank you, Kenzie. You can go ahead and mute yourself. How about, who haven't I heard from? Gabriella, are you there? Gabriella, go ahead and unmute yourself. I want you to help me with my addition. And hint, addition is a flip-flop of the subtraction. Isn't that pretty cool? If you weren't called on, if you're not Gabriella, that doesn't mean you can't do this in your head. Try and see if your answer matches Gabriella's. What plus what equals 9? Here are your 3 numbers. Here is your fact family. What plus what equals 9? All right, go ahead, Gabriella.
6 plus 3 equals 9.
Okay, I know you're pretty good. You're pretty smart, girlfriend, but I want to see if that's right. 6, 5 and a 1. 6 plus 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gabriella, you got it. She used our 2 numbers to make sure that our fact family's right. So, Gabriella, it's true. 6 plus 3 does equal 9. I'm sure you knew that because of all our flashcards we used back in the classroom. But do you know the flip-flop?
Yeah, 3 plus 6 equals 9.
How did you know that, girlfriend?
Because, like the other ones, only 2 numbers would change. And you just got, it's like a pattern. 3, 6, 6, 3. It's like the 6s are getting surrounded by 3s.
And then look here, 9, 9, 3, 6, 9, 9, 3, 6.
They're just flipped on top of each other.
Could you say they were flip-flopped?
Yeah.
Gabriella doesn't like my jokes. Well, Gabriella, congratulations. You are 2nd grade ready. You also completed your mission for the day. For all of you that also got this right, go ahead and pat yourself on the back. I'm going to do that too. And now we can jump out of this, though real quick, I'll show you. Today, my friends, before I say goodbye to you, you're going to do this page. And of course, you're going to be allowed to color it. I'm going to color mine green today. If you want, you can make it a rainbow. But you're going to send me a picture of this. And then your homework. Wait, I'll give whoever that is a chance to turn their mic off. You're going to be doing page 2, which is this house here, using 2, 6, and 4. You'll be doing page 3, which is 2, 5, and 3. And you're going to be doing page 4. Look at this. You have 4 fact families that you are going to get to use, and they're all going to stay in their house. So maybe 3, 5, and 2 would, it seems like 2 of the numbers are over here, but make sure you realize that there's 2 different numbers. So these are 2 different fact families. They can maybe go over and play together, but this is a fact family, and you're going to have to do all 4 of them. once you get to this page, you're stopping. You're only doing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are your pages to do today. I'm going to let you go now. And then when you're done that, you can go ahead and watch the video. Whoa. You can go ahead and watch the video for my social studies lesson. Whoop, 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 whoop. Tell them say bye.
Bye.